Well, all eyes are on New York, where all world leaders will gather for the United Nations General Assembly session. Our team is now in Washington, D.C., tracking all developments, decoding India's global ties, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to the U.S. and much more. Our principal diplomatic correspondent explains Prime Minister Modi's agenda, U.S.-India ties and expectations from the high-level meetings. Watch.
WION USA Direct from Washington, D.C. with Sept.
In New York, the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi is going to address the United Nations General Assembly. This is for the fourth time that he is going to address the General Assembly. And the key focus areas are expected to be the UN reforms, climate change, the COVID crisis, and perhaps, and more importantly, references to the Afghan crisis. But above all, the visit of the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi to the US very early on in the Biden administration shows the closeness between US and India, which has been billed as the most consequential relationship of this century. With video journalist Neeraj Patel, Sept for WION in Washington, US. If you look at the Quad initiative, this is something that has come of age in terms of its emergence after 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami, but there have been half-baked attempts in the past. We know that when it comes to Quad in the past, there have been initiatives, meetings as well, but now a formalization has happened. We know the virtual summit happened on 12th of March. The key outcome was the Quad COVID vaccine initiative. Under the initiative, American vaccines will be produced by India, manufactured in India, and it will be financially and logistically supported by the Japanese and the Australians. We can expect more practical outcomes as well, whether it is COVID crisis, dealing with the COVID crisis. In fact, last year we saw Quad plus meeting at a number of times at the foreign secretary level, and also when it comes to the disasters in the Indo-Pacific region, how these four countries can work together. But largely it looks like that this will be now an annual affair. China, of course, is undoubtedly worried about it. It has been naming Quad as the Asian NATO, something that has been dismissed by the Quad member countries, including the Indian side. The Indian External Affairs Minister recently dismissed this as a Cold War mentality, saying that this is a diplomatic initiative, an initiative of partner countries coming together for issues where they see convergences.